Hey, people, good day. What is going on with you? Oh, I didn't blow out the incense, so now it's a good ways down. It's a good ways down. That could be significant. Maybe be careful of leaving something on. That just made me thinking about turning the stove on and not turning it off, or like the fire at the top. Yeah, the stove. So to get down, something about a stove is very significant. Fumes or an exhaust or carbon, something is significant. So just please be careful with that. Then here's some channel stuff I got. Now, it says get in the fiesta. It was like a short 15 or 20-minute video about ATL. And I was trying to find it and I couldn't. I'm not going to, because I'm going to watch it again and pay more attention to it. And I want to jot down information from it because it was so much interesting stuff about ATL, the movie, and all the interesting people associated with it. The name of the movie was supposed to be Jelly Bean and not ATL. And Jelly Bean was this like the movie was based off of skating. So there was a skating ring called Jelly Bean that they were going to base it on and they were going to use. But the skating ring was closed down. It was out of business. So they couldn't do it there. So they had to change it up. I mean, they still kept skating as the main element. But it was just so many things, like very interesting things. So I'm not going to keep talking about it because I don't want to mess it up. But from the stuff that I got from today, I don't know what this means. I did get some names. This is stuff that stuck out to me and songs that came to me. So the names could be your name, the name of someone you're involved with. This could be the name of, I don't know, maybe someone you're not involved with, but this person knows of you for some reason or another. Whatever the case may be. The names Kelly, Yvette, Maria, Gloria, Joyce, Kathy, Kristen, Morgan, Madison, Patrick, Sean, Lauren, Bryson, London, Joseph, Clifford, Harris, Tamika, spelled Tameka and Tamika. We got Scott, Tiny, Candy, Keisha, Miles, Rocky. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why can't I say T-Boz's name? Tian? No, it's not Tian. Tion. It's Tion. Watkins, Chase, Gail, James, Thomas, Roe, Rosanda, Karen, and Stephens. Did I say Bryson? If I didn't, Bryson. The songs that came to me are Song Cry by Jay-Z, Triggered by Jhené Aiko, and No Scrubs by TLC. The signs associated with those people are Sag, Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, and Pisces. I didn't know Chili was a Pisces. Or maybe I did know, but I didn't remember. I don't know. My birthday's the day before mine, so I think that's pretty dope. And then I was like, yo, she's more in shape than you, friend. She's like a year older. So you had to get it together or put it down. What are you doing? But anyway. So the year 2002 is significant. June 4th, December 4th, and April 26th are significant. 55, 35, and 53 are significant. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about the ATL because this is why this is important to me right now. T-Boz, because T-Boz is significant to the movie ATL and actually the character Lauren London. So in watching that yesterday, and I was going to put some stuff together, TLC has been coming up a lot, specifically T-Boz, in my existence. And it could be the algorithm on YouTube, but it's outside of YouTube as well. So she has this commercial that comes up that it speaks about your sexual health. So I thought that that was important because I hadn't done the stuff with ATL yet, but she still keeps coming up in my aura, in my energy. So this commercial is about sexual health. It talks about HIV and HIV prevention. It also begin la fiesta. It speaks about empowering oneself, taking back your power. So this could be with regard to sex. I don't know. We have Song Cry, Triggered, and No Scrubs. So those songs just in themselves. Song Cry, like one of the lines in Song Cry to me is just so funny. And I don't know it verbatim. But he's like, I mean, yeah, I was out there. I was fucking around. I was doing me. There was bitches galore. There were. But like, you accepted this before, so I didn't understand, like, you were about to leave me. Like, how you go and get with somebody else or start building something else or trying to heal and you ain't get back at me. I mean, what did he say? I was fucking around. I was gonna come right back. It sounds like DMX. At least DMX was like honest about it. With what is that song he did with Aaliyah? I am who I am. I'm gonna be who I be. I'm gonna be out here effing bitches and peeing on trees. Like, I'm a dog for life. You with me or not? Like, this is who I am. Nah, Jay-Z was on some old, I wasn't much of nothing when I was with you. Sorry. And I mean that in terms of, in comparison to who he is. He was growing into who he's going to be. But this is like being with someone in your early stages, like through high school or your early 20s or however. This person stood with you and grinded with you. And then when you start getting noticed, you start, smelling yourself. Now you in somebody else's face, like the person who had your back is no longer existent. But you accepted that, and this person probably accepted it because they were hoping for the best. And once hope goes out the window, there's no reason to stay. So, that is significant. So we have T-Boz again with empowerment. T-Boz has sickle cell, so that could be significant. And when I thought about sickle cell, the blood, something is in the blood. I keep saying that. It keeps coming to me the last couple of weeks. I don't know why, but I'm going to keep saying it. It's in the blood. Maybe a blood test. Someone needs to get a blood test. Maybe that's significant. Something is also significant about twins. It doesn't have to be like a twin flame. If it's your twin flame, then it's the Song Cry, Triggered, and No Scrubs. Wasn't it in Triggered that... No, that was in the worst. That was in the worst that she did. Don't come over here, son. No snacks. It's not time. Triggered when I see your face. Because it is Song Cry. Because now hope is gone. Now you're triggering the shit out of me. Why are you being triggered? Because you know this is not what you deserve. And then No Scrubs. That's when you realize, oh, this shit, and not, this person could be a scrub and have all the money in the world in my eyes. Because a scrub is somebody who doesn't pour into the connection. Your scrub energy deals with your time, your attention, your love, your focus, your honesty, your communication. You're a scrub. Get no fiesta. So, yeah. So that is significant for... Oh, and we have some states or cities or whatever. So we have Atlanta is significant. Georgia in general is significant. College Park, I believe that's in Georgia. But College Park could be significant somewhere else. Like there could be a park named College. I don't know. Detroit is significant. Texas and New York. Boom. We've done that. Okay. So, what are we gonna do now? Ew. Ew. Let's use these. This is the Dark Moon. And, okay. So, is it just me? Or have you noticed that? And I don't know if this is something that I've just never noticed because I didn't pay attention. Or this is something that's just new. But the moon has like a glow around it, or like an aura. Like it is radiating or something. I don't know if that's good or bad. It looks dope. It looks like almost like you can read the energy, where you can see that maybe you can see the energy of the moon. Maybe you can see the energy of other people. Like on that, you just see it, like smelling it on them. So that could be significant too. Smell. You can smell the stench on someone's spirit. And being able to see someone's spirit for what it is not the greatest either. Stubbornness. Somebody doesn't want to stop. No, 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 no. Wow. Okay, so I don't know if the bull is the stubborn one or the woman is the stubborn one. Because if the bull is the stubborn one and won't stop, and this bull is kicking up dirt and shit, the bull is like, I'm coming through. And if this bull is the stubborn one and this woman is like, I told you to stop. I know that I look small. I know that I look like dainty. I'm not going to do much. Probably won't give you a lot of damage. Maybe you think I'm naive or silly or whatever. But I'm standing here in front of a charging bull. I'm either stupid or so much stronger or so much more powerful than you give me credit for. On the other hand, it could be just the vice versa, where this bull is finally like, I'm tired of this shit. And this person here who doesn't stand a chance just won't stop. Oh, wow. Just won't stop. Wow. All right. So I don't want to really, this is like somebody who won't stop until they're put down. Or put in a position where they can't move. They can't make any moves. They can't do any harm. Stubborn energy is typically associated with earth signs. Or, que te no fiesta, earth signs because they're, grounded in, I was going to say reality, but maybe a Taurus could be significant. But, so earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Also the fixed signs, because they stand their ground. It's hard to move them. Fixed signs are Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. So Taurus is very significant. Number 14 is significant. That could be the date. Tomorrow could be significant. 41. Number 5, the 5th month. So May could also be significant. I don't really typically talk about like life path numbers and all that good jazz. But if that is what you are into, it could be associated with that. The 1 could be associated with something that is new that is happening. Something new that is protected with the 4. So say someone was trying to stop you from gaining some type of opportunity. It's protected. You don't have to worry about it. 5 denotes change and challenge. So this person trying to stop something from happening is posing a challenge. But we got Persephone at the bottom. I'm going to just look in a book because I'm not sure. She has snakes behind her though. It gives fire energy. Persephone. So a fire sign could be significant. The snakes. Snakes could be seen in the light energy and also the shadow. Because snakes shed their skin. It's evolving energy, changing. not staying the same, always being refreshed. In the shadow, this, snakes in the grass. It's a pretty big snake too. So Persephone. Number 30 is significant. And something about revealing the truth. This looked like justice. Justice is blind. And a book. Information. All right, let me see what 30 is. Eterna quiero so te lleno tute, but te lleno healing. It's only in the patriarchal retelling of the myth that Greek goddess Persephone was kidnapped. In the earlier matriarchal tales, she made the bold decision to go to the underworld. Walked into the shadow of the... What is that? The shadow of death? Isn't that what what is that? Though I walk through the shadow of death, I don't know. Whatever that is, it could be important. But it says, all right, so Persephone aligned with Virgo energy, Earth, is calling you to embrace healing. However, as the queen of the underworld, she is reminding you that healing isn't only about moving forward into the light. It can also be about journey. Why can't I say it? It's about going into the dark depths of your emotions and confronting what lies in the shadows, the dark cave. Is this like someone trying to... So if this is someone trying to stop someone else, this is someone trying to stop someone else from healing, going into their shadow energy, into the depths. It could also be someone trying not to get exposed for their own shadow energy, with the snake being two different things. This could also be someone battling with themselves, an inner conflict, because 5 would denote something inner. So someone is maybe going through an inner battle with their own darkness. Maybe the bull would represent their own darkness. But if that is the case, this bull is coming. And if it's your darkness that you're fighting against, I don't think you're going to win. Unless you can consume that bitch all the way up and just, what is that? I was going to say go Super Saiyan, but I don't think that's the reference I want to use. Because maybe it is Super Saiyan. It's like go all evil. Go into the darkness without regret. But I don't think that's the case. It almost feels like Persephone is watching this battle. So maybe Persephone is like the guide to get whoever this is into this underworld, into this cave. And she's holding a light, the lantern. So Persephone is like a healing warrior, a warrior for healing, a crusader, like a Joan of Arc. So she's watching this battle of you battle yourself, or maybe continuing to battle other people. And she's standing there and she's like, whenever you're ready, this transformation is here for you. Whenever you're ready, the truth is revealed. There's light in the darkness, and there's an arrow above her head. Something about the direction into action is significant, with this truth being revealed. And with Persephone being 30, breaks down to 3. 21 breaks down to 3. So 533. Miras. Es que totona cheras. 55, 35, 53. So 53, stubbornness and Persephone. Someone not wanting to open up. But with this stubbornness, the truth is going to be revealed whether you want it to or not. It's going to happen. I guess it depends on which way it is going to happen. Because we had 35, right? So Persephone could be in the front of this. But then this would mean to me like you're in this cabin. Oh, you could be in this cavern, this cave. You've walked in. Persephone done let you walk past her because the snake is there, so you're present. And then she just stands there and allows whatever to happen within you to happen. Whatever transformation is going to take place, it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be something that's going to reveal the truth with 35. Also with 35 here, it could be that someone already, her eyes being blinded makes me think that this is a truth that someone doesn't have to see. They feel it. They know it. Do they want to confront it? Do they want to open up to it? Do they want to submit to it? Submit meaning allow those emotions in, allow that truth in, because this could be someone who, like I said, senses the truth but doesn't want to see it. So they turn a blind eye to shit. This could be someone turning a blind eye to like some type of bullying, for instance. If we're to use an example, this would be like the teacher sitting at the front of the class, but she allows all type of shenanigans to go on. And it shouldn't be a teacher's job to be a referee, but that's the essence of the example. This could be a judge who turns a blind eye because this person is blindfolded. They can't even read the law, the book. So this is a judge who's like, they allow shenanigans to go on. It would be like, also, it would be like someone throwing a fight. It gives that energy as well. Not doing their due diligence. Because this could be that, say this bull and this woman, which probably is not going to happen because the bull is the bull. But let's just say this bull and this woman have an agreement. And the agreement is that she's going to make it look like she's putting up a fight, but she's going to allow you to run around her. She's not, oh my God, I didn't want to get hurt. Because she's not even wearing red. And red is what they use to get the bull to charge at you. So something about someone being a target or not being a target is significant. But again, 35. So if we do 53, we just did this. No, we did this one. This 53 with the reveal of the truth. This is somebody confronted with something and still doesn't want to see it. And again, this is Persephone waiting in the background. Like, I'm just going to wait here until you come through. It gives, this is the person who is going to be made to see something. Like, there's going to be no other explanation that can explain why this transpired, why this person is this way. It's the truth is the truth. Whether you want to see it or not, you know it. So we'll get some cards for those. But we have ground yourself. More earth energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Right now, Virgo and Taurus are very significant. I just want to look a little bit more. I won't read it, but I want to see if there's something else about Persephone we're supposed to know. Yeah. The maiden Persephone mirrors the maiden Virgo's ability and desire to bring healing to difficult situations. So you're a warrior, a healing warrior. You're a love. You're a love to the people, to everyone. All right, let's get some of these cards. I think these have some nakedness in them. YouTube sucks with that bullshit. I can see somebody on YouTube. So, okay. So, I told you about the woman that I listen to. She's a DJ. Well, she DJs. I guess she's, I don't know. But she is very, her content is not made for children. And I don't mean just because of like the cussing. She does a little cussing, not a lot. But she does a lot of vulgar adult things. Like the way she licks her lips, her tongue out, and licks this like sticky thing that she has, or she tongue kisses like the alien prop she has on the wall. And I started this because of these two examples, these last two. There was one video where the husband and I saw her boob, like the nip. We saw that. It was out for at least 10 to 15 seconds, and that video is still up. And this video actually got reported a lot, and I think YouTube took it off because you could see her lips and not the ones on her face. Not the ones on her face. Yeah. She's stubborn as fuck. Because there's just some things I think that maybe you should go to OnlyFans for that type of stuff. Get the fiesta. And then YouTube, 10 of Cups. YouTube just allows shit to take place. How does that work? So this stubbornness has to do with 10 of Cups energy. Happiness. Someone is trying to block maybe your happiness. And the Four of Wands with the Ace of Swords, the truth. All right, let me get that looky. That was too many cards to pull out. But so the stubbornness. So someone could be trying to block you from happiness, block you from a commitment. But the Ace of Swords is there with the reveal of the truth. Jamie could be significant. The name of Jamie or Fox could be significant. This is fall for your type. And fall for your type doesn't necessarily mean romance. You can fall for the same type of friends. Like you find yourself surrounding yourself with the same type of people. Four of Swords. You see how this person looks like they're stubborn? Nope. Not finna to do it. Not want to do it. I know that it's going to make me feel better. I know that it's what I should do, but I don't want to. And this we go from 4 to 5. Who is this person that just won't stop? It's like a child with the Page of Wands. This is like a child who does not want to listen. And again, with the words that she can't see in this book, there are words in the background, and this little girl is looking the opposite way. Like, I don't want to read what that says. I don't want to. It's somebody that doesn't want to see the truth. It could also be like you get a letter or something in the mail, and you kind of know that the news isn't good, and you want to read it, but you don't want to read it because you don't want to be disappointed. If you don't read it, at least there's still hope. But you don't have a lot of time to make that decision. This bull is coming towards you. It's almost as if, it's almost as if, let's say that it's like death, for instance. I say that because she looks like she's in a coffin. This person looks like they stood in front of something that maybe, it's like someone's like, no, I got this. And then they find themselves like in an afterlife, sitting at the desk in front of this woman here. And you're like, oh, shit. Oh, that really did take me out. The stuff before this didn't take me out, though. I was good. So how did this particular incident fuck me over? I've always done this. And I've come out unscathed because I didn't wear red. I thought if I wore red, that was the issue. But red wasn't the issue with this particular bull. But, so this person is like, no, I'm not going to do it. They're being stubborn. And they still want to act childish with the Page of Wands. They want to, and this is action-oriented energy. This is also maybe communicating in an aggressive way. Or I would say it could be exciting, but not exciting in this instant. It feels aggressive. Again, stubborn. I don't want to give up. Very persistent. But, so say someone is passing away from an illness or something, so they know they're going to be going. You know what? It doesn't even have to be that, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, because Persephone knows when your time is coming. And it's not get to know, she's not about death, but this is just an example I'm using. This is someone who, like, say the Grim Reaper is standing here and they know, not the Grim Reaper, because the Grim Reaper comes to get you. A crossroad deity. Hecate is a crossroad deity. Baron, crossroads. Papa Legba, crossroads. Gideonophi, is Kali a crossroads? But this seems like somewhere where you go to heal, to get it right. Not where you're going to pass on. But in the instance where you're going to pass on and someone is standing there at the gate, they know you're coming. They're just watching the show until you get there. Somebody is trying to prolong the show. They don't want to give up. But you have to come here. Like, this is fate. It's inevitable. What's at the bottom? The 10 of Cups. Your happiness is inevitable. And this person does not want to stop. A fire sign could be significant. An air sign could be significant. Air sign will be Libra. The Page of Wands is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Tell me about truth revealed. What's the truth that's being revealed? The truth about the Queen of Cups and the Sun. Oh, wow. So the Queen of Cups is this person who's getting this 10 of Cups energy. Someone's trying to stop it. All right, so they're trying to stop you from something, but they're going to end up here. Like, Persephone is just waiting for it. The Hangman. This is Cancer, Leo, and Pisces energy. The truth, whatever truth is revealed, and we see with these cards is a darker energy. This light is behind this. It almost like makes me think of someone up. Get down on feel that if there was such a thing as an office, like up in the ethers. This is like this person's at the office and there's stuff in this book. Maybe the stuff in this book, if you're in the ethers, you don't need to read it because you just know it. But something about the sun, it's like, get down, look at that. There's so much light. There's candles on either side of this person, which is enlightening either this person or enlightening this people about this person, or just bringing this energy to the forefront, like the moon with the aura. Maybe this Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups aura is being seen. I like the moon and like the sun. So the truth is being revealed about your main character energy. And there's some perception about you that is changing. And you are in the red. You're in all red at that. Almost like you're not afraid of the bull. You're not afraid of the stubbornness of someone. At the bottom, the Fool. Wow, these are major, major, major. And then the Queen of Cups. There's something very spiritual about you, and that is being revealed. Both of them have this she has this blindfold. She also has on like a mask on her eyes, well, on her face, but her eyes are not covered. She can see. Like she's open. Oh, there are two alligators on either side. So very protected. And these alligator tails, are these the tails of the alligator? Or are they coming up from under this dress? So there's a card in the Hoodoo Tarot. Oh, wait. The Chariot, I want to say. And not the Chariot, the 7. These are the cards here that got messed up. Yo, and if well, this one is kind of crazy. This is the card I was thinking about, the Chariot. Railroad Bill. Bill, Billy, or William could be significant. Alabama, Florida. Something about Fox News and a clever trickster. Something about a fatal gunfight with the police could be significant. Something about riding the train and having interactions with the conductor is significant. Not good interactions. It feels like agitated energy. Something about robberies could also be significant. What is that? A trail of robberies. Something about a bounty hunter could be significant as well. And Robin Hood. Robin Hood, we also said, who was that? God damn. Joan of Arc. But these are the cards that got messed up. So, yeah, I was looking for this one. But then I thought, no, that's not the one I wanted. It was the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is this guy who's protecting himself and he transforms into an alligator. What would a fight with an alligator and a bull be like? I don't know. Would a bull be able to kill an alligator? You would, but the alligator's so low to the ground. I don't know. And I want to also say that the cards that got all wet yesterday, these are the cards from this deck that got wet. And like I said, like this one, you kind of could see like the water around it on some of them, but for the most part, they're pretty decent. And the one that got the most damage was this Chariot card. And it's still pretty decent as well. It's like warped and shit. But I was like, oh shit, all right. And then the other cards, they weren't, although they got so wet, most of them look like there was very little damage. These are the cards that got wet from the this deck. And most of them you can see the water here. Not most. You can see the water here. That a little here. Like this. But the cards themselves, pretty decent. There was just one that took the most, and it was this one with orange. Encourages social communication. Oh, duh, Tamika. Yeah, but that was the one that got the worst of it. And I thought because I had cut these so close to when I laminated them, like I cut them so close that it might have been a little open. But look, I was like, oh shit, that's the uni looking out for you, girl. This one got a little messed up, the yellow roses. So yellow and orange can be significant. Yellow talks about friendships, good luck. This is jealousy during Victorian era. Remember me. Jealousy is significant. What was that other card? Orange. Commands attention, creativity, vitality, enthusiasm. Earth. Earth. An earth sign is significant, or earth energy. Grounding oneself could be significant. Energetic, optimism, encourages social. Maybe you encourage social communication. Maybe what you say is thought-provoking. Maybe you reveal the truth. Queen of Cups is a water sign. Very, 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 very intuitive. And with no... So if you're very intuitive and you reveal truths, you being the main character energy would be people who watch you. You change the perspective of the people who watch you. With the Fool energy, you get them to see the dark, the Persephone. You get them to look deeper into the darkness within themselves, within their home, their body, physical body, or the structure in which they live, the people in which they engage with. Moon, Pisces, and Cancer. The Fool is Aries. And this is someone being hard at work, releasing responsibilities, releasing boundaries, releasing boundaries. If you're, oh, I don't know about that. Unless, of course, you're healing something with someone. And there would be a release of boundaries. But it looks like she's made boundaries. Maybe someone wants you to release your boundaries. The stubborn person. This 10 of Wands with the 8 of Pentacles could also be the stubborn person. The person that won't give up. Because the 8 of Pentacles is an energy of focus and dedication. Focusing on perfecting a craft. Focusing on getting a goal accomplished. Even at the detriment of one's health, their sanity. This 10 of Wands is carrying a lot of burdens. A lot of shit. We're listening to Ghostface Killer. All that I got is you. The name Mary Blige could be significant. This is crazy. Okay. Let's get one or two for Persephone. Oh. And as I interesting. You're the only color red. She has red roses around her. Red roses could be significant. Color red is significant. Like, this is somebody who knows that red would set you off. You're the bull. In this example. This person knows that red would set you off, but they kind of play with it. They don't directly say stuff or do stuff. They kind of just play with it. Passive aggressive is significant. Someone who says some shit and it's stuff that you may be like, what? But you have to question it because they didn't necessarily say it in a way that was direct. They didn't directly call you an asshole, but indirectly they did. That type of stuff with death and rebirth. And that's a plant, what is that called? The plant that eats people. Little Shop of Horrors is significant. A Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap. Venus is the planet dealing with love. Venus is associated with the Empress energy, who is about creation, about love. Someone trying to trap a Venus energy, Venusian energy, a goddess. And there are a lot of little mouths around it too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus this one is 10. And look, I was just talking about the woman who be licking her tongue out and it look a little crazy. It looks, I don't know, maybe it's very sexy to other people. Everyone has a preference. It just doesn't attract me. And I know I'm not a man and shit, I'm a woman, it doesn't matter. I could be attracted to women. She doesn't, if she just, I don't know, it's just the stuff she does is off-putting. But she's a ball of fun. And she has to be in her 50s or 60s. And she dances around. She does a lot of twerking and stuff. She does. But she dances around. She's not out of breath. People are always talking so much negative stuff. And it's just, like, I get it. But just because you think it doesn't mean you have to say it. So, yeah. Oh, wow. And this is 12. That breaks down to 3. This truth, the reveal of this truth is going to change perspectives. It's a mirroring energy. You mirror back energy to people. And the sun is 19, which breaks down to 20. So we have 10 and 20. Those are two energies of closure, of endings. It's like multiple things. The truth that you bring to people allows them to not just see themselves, not just see the people around them, but anything around them that is not uplifting to their growth. Uplifting to their growth? Is that right? I don't know, but we're going to say it. I don't know. It's not, it doesn't go towards their development. All right, Persephone, the Eight of Wands, messages, movement. Doesn't this look like the flying monkey in the Wizard of Oz? The writing is on the wall. I'm going to be who I be. What did I say? Dog for life. So a flying monkey. This could be like a messenger of the underworld, a messenger from the underworld. Maybe someone is getting messages. They don't want to see the truth that is written in front of them. So it's like Persephone is sending them messages. Again, maybe these messages are coming through you. Maybe the Queen of Cups and Persephone are the same person. You heal in light and you also heal in the shadows. So, messages about, you know what this reminds me of? That song by Nas. You could be who you want to be. How this song is playing and it won't allow me to think about. Get there, little feet. You could be who you want. He did it with his daughter. God damn it. I can't remember. But that's what that reminds me of, Nas. With the Ace of Pentacles. You could do whatever you want. From the Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, this is somebody who's going to put you on to the beauty of you. With Ground Yourself, this is all earth energy. From the rooter to the tutor. Oh shit, that's so funny. From the rooter to the tutor. Look, with strength. And the Wheel of Fortune. With change. You could be anything you want to be. Just don't hurt other people. Be the best version of yourself. It just seems... I know it sounds stupid. I know that people probably listen and are like, oh my God, that bitch is so stupid. What is she even talking about if we just did this and we just get that? And, if you just healed yourself, you yourself would treat people better because you would treat them the way you would want someone to treat you. And if we all did that, of course this would be a fucking better place. You wouldn't need to read the Bible to be a better person. You would just be a better person. Three of Wands, looking towards the future. With the Page of Pentacles, a childlike optimism. To do what? To break generational curses. To bring back family. To bring back unity. To bring back love. This here, Four of Cups, this talks about missed opportunity. Missed opportunities with healing oneself. Missed opportunities with wisdom. The octopus is very wise, very, intelligent. Very intelligent. This makes me think of love. Being able to be affectionate. This is someone who, it feels like they can't handle love. They can't handle the touch of somebody. That may be something that someone needs to go deeper into. Bringing justice to their situation. Fairness. Truth. The light energy and the shadow energy. She has on this blindfold now that is black, that is white. Meaning that she can now see through a lighter vision. The change of perspective. See things from a more optimistic point of view as opposed to this. And the world brings about the ending, the closure to this. You don't have to feel this way. You don't have to, what is the word I want to say? You don't have to Like, my God, this English language. You don't have to be afraid to be loved, to love. You don't have to be ignorant to the truth. The truth brings about healing. It allows you to go into your own darkness. And going into your own darkness is not the best. Who wants to admit that they are not the shit? And you are the shit. But you think you're not because of all the shit that you've done, you've said, you've thought. All the shit that you think makes you less than. You have to accept those things. I'm not saying accept them and run wild with them. Accept that that's a part of you. Do better. Make different choices. Maybe you'll go through the same cycle before you start to make better choices. Or choices that lead to better results. How about that? Not better choices, but choices that lead to better results. Because I'm really still trying to wrap my brain around this idea that, like, there's no right or wrong. There's, like, choices. And that choice dictates the shit that happens in your life. So if you make different choices that get you better results, then you won't be blind anymore. You won't be stubborn anymore. You won't be sitting with your hands crossed in your feelings because shit is not going your way. Like a fucking tantrum. That's what this looks like. A tantrum in the store. I told you no. And now, and this little girl here is looking like, oh, you said no? Say less. It gives, you ever seen that commercial with the little boy with the oranges, the halos? And the dad says, sorry I ate your last halo. And then the little boy says, that's okay. Sorry I cut your brake line. What? What? It gives bad seed. It gives, stop being so aggressive, little girl. What is you doing? You ain't got to be that mean. Somebody could have been very mean from a young age. Just doing shit to people. Just acting a fucking fool. Anyway, so we have justice with the world. This, my God, this is healing. This is healing. This really is. And someone may lie a lot. Maybe they lie about their future. They lie about their family. They could lie about their ketenoki, the things that they really have. This would be someone that says that they have a house in the hills, but they don't. But, and I say that because this is, looks like Pinocchio. Pinocchio nose grew because he lied. And look at the length of his nose with the key at the end. So someone could have lied about a house or lied about their future or what their future held. Oh, shit. But the Grim Reaper is Keta no Keta. Persephone knows that you're coming through because the Grim Reaper is already out in the streets. Grim Reaper out there to pick you up. And not in a you're dead type of way, because death could also mean a rebirth. But that all depends on you. What choices are you going to make? So, this is you with the lie on your nose with the key. Like you've always had the key. That's a bird there. That's a messenger. There's always been there for you to see it, but you weren't paying attention. You weren't looking because your eyes were closed. You were, and maybe not just that your eyes were closed, but you were looking from a place of pessimism. You were looking from a dark place. That would be someone who would hear something and their first mind goes to the negatives of it and not what could be, what could happen from this. I got some news at the dentist the other day that was not the best news. It made me feel like shit. But, and I'll probably discuss it one day. It's still too fresh for me, so I'm gonna keep it to the chest. But I was mad at myself, and I've said this before. I don't think it's more of a regret because I'm at a position right now as I got to do what I got to do. I fucked up. I fucked up. 53 years. I wasn't 53. Oh shit, 53 and 35. 53 years. I wasn't on my game like I was supposed to. And now I'm in a position where I got to make choices that may not be the ones I want, but it's the ones that are going to be necessary, and the choice that is going to lead me to the best version of myself. But you got to take responsibility for your own actions. So I initially was like, oh, this is the worst news ever. But then I thought about all the positives that could come out of it. All the things that would be, all the positives. So, boom. So their messages that are coming from Persephone, it's like Persephone is sent out a team because someone just doesn't want to listen. We had to send out the Grim Reaper. We had to send out this bat flying around. Messages. These are both in black. The freaking monkey, the flying monkey, is in black. And flying monkeys is typically associated with like minions, people who do the dirty work of people. Typically people who are in their shadow. Persephone is in the shadow. So it's like an oath almost. A pledge. So these people pledged, or these energies pledged to help out. Pledged to get in the fiesta. Persephone walked into the underworld. She made a choice to help the needy and not the greedy. Robin Hood, what is this about? Persephone made a choice, and so did these people. These energies made a choice as well. So if this is not energetic, this could be in someone's life. There's a Persephone type energy, and this energy has and Persephone again walked into the underworld. She said, you know what? I can handle this. I can do this. I want to help right wrongs. Can I enlist your services? And these three were like, sure. Maybe some of them were like, ugh, all right, I guess. Or, you know, this is a contract and I got to be here, right? But these energies are out there doing their part, trying to enlighten. This is messages. This is enlightenment. And the Three of Wands talks about the future, which is like a crystal ball, being able to see. All right, so we'll get one more for Persephone. The High Priestess. And she has the snake around her neck. Persephone be knowing shit. Messages. Receiving and sending. You are the embodiment of a Persephone. You work with the underworld. You work with the heavens. You are a conduit, a portal, a lifeline, a mystic. Look, you bring shit together and allow people. Now this person is reading and writing. Like, you teach people about themselves. Now this person can write because they understand who they are. I like this energy. I know it took us a while to get here. 5844 could be significant. All right, we're gonna get one more for this Persephone, and then we're out. T. 5 of Wands. Conflict. Oh shit, 50. This is 55. 55. We're ending it with 55. So 55 is an inward conflict. We started with the 5. The 7s. So you bring people to this inward place where they have this regret, remorse, disappointment. They have this conflict with the truth. I mean, think about it. Say something that will be devastating to you. Like finding out your parents aren't your parents, finding out that your pastor at your church is doing some diabolical things. You know, it would be devastating for American people to find out that their government allegedly gave them something that was going to harm them rather than help them. A lot of people still think like, never mind. My husband says I call too much attention to him. Forget it. Nah, fuck that. A lot of people think that the government has their best interests in mind. And that would be beautiful if that was the case. If we all loved each other and loved ourselves. But a lot of people who get into office typically turn eventually. It's almost as if you're going into the underworld. Something could be significant about like a whistleblower in the government. Like someone who really went in there and stayed true to who they are. Or this is somebody, again, you went through a situation, but you stayed true to who you were. But with the 5-5, it's like teaching people to take back their own power. Maxine could be significant. Reclaim your own power with the 7 of Pentacles. This is outside and inside and outside. Clearing of energies. With the light here, we talked about there being so much darkness or someone not wanting to see. This is someone being able to also see their own actions and the power behind what they do and how they want to utilize that energy. So yeah. All right, I'm going to go because I think this is long enough. It was a beautiful reading. It was a little, shaky baby, but we got there. I hope you guys are well rested and having an awesome day. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody may be getting a new opportunity. Second time this is coming up. It may hurt though, which sucks. It's like a what is that? A compliment sandwich. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity here. New job, new car, new house, new apartment. This could be you getting approved for a loan, you getting a raise. It could be it's a new opportunity. But there's 3 of Swords in the middle. It hurts. Maybe something hurts to share because this is a sharing energy. 6 of Pentacles. It hurts someone to share, or someone has to share something that's hurtful. Oh shit. The Ace of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles leads to the 7 of Pentacles. Someone took an opportunity, maybe shared it in the wrong way because it ended up hurting something or hurting someone. And now with this 7 of Pentacles, this is the rethinking. What did I do? What can I change? Could deal with a Queen of Pentacles. Secrets. Secrets about a Queen of Pentacles. Someone who is money too. It's a lot of earth energy. 9 of Swords is at the bottom. Someone is in pain behind this new start. Your new start or their new start. Their new start may not be something that they want to. The new start may go into this shadow energy, going into this underworld. And it's not, this seems like somebody who's not going by choice, but by force. But this Queen of Pentacles is hurt by these secrets. And the Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles. Someone is thinking about this opportunity with this Queen of Pentacles. But it hurts. I don't know why. It hurts because of the secret. The secret has to do with the 4 of Swords. This person here. There's a secret about the stubborn person who doesn't want to change, who doesn't want to stop. And it has to do with the truth. 3 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. The Ace of Swords is in the between that. All right, I'm going to go. I hope you guys have an awesome fucking day. I love you. Bye.